What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Sunshine Way. I am your lovely host, Kaya. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about things that you could be, should be, would be, might already be doing to increase the engagement, to increase the connection, to increase the activity of your students in your classroom. These things might be some things that you might have not thought about. It might be some things that you're still doing. But you might need to switch it up just a little bit, or it just might be completely foreign to you. But we're all in this together, whether you're completely virtual, you're face-to-face and virtual, or you're just face-to-face. All these tips will work to increase the engagement of your students, to increase the likelihood of them doing the work, and them learning, which is the end goal, right? We want them to learn and be prepared for career, for college, for life in itself in general, right? All right, so before we get into these tips, please go down below, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. And y'all, please give this video a big thumbs up because it supports my channel. And y'all, we're on this journey together, okay? We're all in this together, okay? Like they said on High School Musical. You feel me? All right, so without further ado, let's get right into these tips. All right, and you know how I do, okay? I got top 7 tips for y'all, okay? These are my top 7 tips. So the first tip is less assignments. Now, I know if you are a teacher, you're probably like, less assignments? We're not giving them a little bit of assignments. Like, we're going to give them all the assignments they can use, they can need, right? But let's think about this. When your kids are logging on to Google Classroom, they're logging on to Canvas, whatever the case may be, and they see like 50 assignments, or they see about 10 steps to get to one assignment, that is overwhelming, okay? Think about when you were in college and your teacher uploaded these assignments on Blackboard, and you're like, what are you doing? I'm not doing all that. Like, they got me stressed, okay? Got me stressed. But think about it. We don't want to do that to them, okay? They're at a younger age. So think about it. If you were stressed in college, or you stressed now as a teacher, why would we want to increase stress on our students? Not knowing what they're dealing with in their home life and what they have going on, right? So less assignments, okay? Keep in mind quality over quantity, okay? So instead of uploading 30 assignments with 10 questions each, do 2 assignments with 15 questions each. And that way the students, their initial thought is, okay, I got 2 assignments to finish. Now, also, with those assignments that are larger, give them more time. So they feel like, not only do I only have fewer assignments, but they're thinking I have more time to complete those assignments. So it's definitely very beneficial to, especially if you're an ELA teacher or something like that, give them the assignment that you can give them piece by piece, little by little. You're adding on to those things, right? So to increase the likelihood of like, okay, I can work on this day, and then I can work on a little bit, and not feeling like I gotta sit down for 8 hours straight and not move to complete assignment. Like, no, we're not doing that. The second tip is one-on-one conferences. So we spend all day talking to them in large groups, but some kids are a little nervous about, being in a large group and asking certain questions, and they might feel awkward about being on video with everybody, or even in class. One-on-one conferences is something that teachers been doing from the beginning of the time, and it's something that still stands. It still stands. And like, all you have to do is, if they're virtual, you just set up a live conference, and you and that student can talk one-on-one about the content, questions about the work, and all that, right? If you're in person, you just pull them to the side and you set everybody working on their independent work. You and that student sitting one-on-one and y'all discussing some things, working through some confusion. And like the kids really appreciate you taking out time to set up one-on-one time with them. Like they appreciate that. The third thing is assignments that connect with the real world and that are fun. This includes including the name of a social media platform in your math problem. It can be something as simple as that. It could be something about like making jelly fruit and you just include that in your assignment, or something where they have to do research and they have to search for this bag of chips or whatever the case may be, or something where they have to think about their own life. Like giving them these connections to the real world to let them know like education actually connects to my day-to-day life and I can actually use this in my day-to-day life, or this is important and it matters in my day-to-day life. The number 4 is due dates. And I know some teachers, okay, they real strict on them due dates. They like, no, when it's done, okay? But no, really, truly, like, be flexible on your due dates, but be firm. So say, for instance, like, I want y'all to have this assignment turned in by Friday. Give them the assignment on Monday. Release the assignment on Monday. That way they have all week to work on that instead of feeling like, oh, I give it to you today and it's due today. You know what I mean? Give them all week to work on it, to think on it, to marinate, to ask you questions throughout the week and all that type of stuff. Now, it is up to the student to take advantage of that, but you are offering it. So then it's said like, my teacher is not going to play. She needs to have this work on Friday, but she's flexible with giving us more time to do it and to ask questions and to engage with the work before it's due. Number 5, I know y'all can see me flipping my paper. Number 5 is reward systems for showing up. So whether that's showing up as showing up doing your work from day to day, or showing up to live conferences, or showing up, point blank, period. Invest in those kids showing up. Like, do that. Number 6, oh yeah, and make your live conferences lit. Make them fun. And then number 6 is physical or virtual interactive notebooks. This is something that my one video, like Day in the Life of a Special Education Teacher, they got a lot of hits. And I get a lot of questions about that interactive notebook. So if you want me to do a separate video specifically on how to build an interactive notebook, what to do with an interactive notebook, and all that type of stuff, I can get that together and we can get that video out, okay? We can get it out. But definitely you can create a virtual interactive notebook on Google Classroom, and then you can also get kids to get composition notebooks and create those physically. And they're just so beneficial for the kids because they can always go back and use it as a reference. And then also they get to work with their hands, they get to tape, they get to glue, they get to use markers, color pencils, or whatever. And especially when you get into that middle school and high school age where you're really not doing arts and crafts that much or really working with your hands, it can become slow and boring. So having that interactive notebook helps them feel a part of that and helps them like become engaged with their work, like physically, so then it becomes a mental engagement, if that makes any sense. And my last tip, number 7, is keep a running record of everything that you can, whether that's phone calls with parents, one-on-one conversations with students, what student did this assignment and didn't do this assignment, what this student is struggling with on that specific standard, or whatever the case may be, who showed up, what they did, and who you met with and who you called and all that. Like, keep a running record. And I know like we're so busy, that's why it's easy to forget, and it's hard to like keep track of like data and stuff like that because they literally pile so much on teachers realistically. But this helps you not lose it, because if you do that, then at the end of the week when you're like, okay, so what did Johnny do this week? And then his mama said that he did that and that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can reference and you can go back. It doesn't have to be this full typed up document. It can literally just be a jot. Like, Monday, Johnny's mom, coming Tuesday. Like, something really simple. It doesn't have to be, or assignment 1, check, Johnny did. Like, he missed question 2. Might need to work on this. Boom. Simple. Like, really simple. Again, those 7 tips and things that you need to be thinking about and considering, whether you're virtual and face-to-face, or only face-to-face, is less assignments, quality over quantity, one-on-one conferences, number 2. Number 3, assignments that connect with the real world and that are fun. Number 4, due dates. Be firm on them, but with the flexibility. Number 5, awards, a reward system for showing up, doing assignments, live conferences, one-on-one conferences, engaging in with the work, engaging with the specialists or interventionists or anybody that's in your classroom. Number 6, physical or virtual interactive notebook, reference notebook. I don't know what y'all like to call it, but I call it interactive notebook. And number 7, keep a running record of everything that you absolutely can keep a record of. And that's on period. And that's all I have for y'all. That is my top 7 tips for y'all. Okay? It's my top 7 tips. Do them, okay? Do them. I promise y'all, you won't regret it at all. Like, if you do them and the kids are still not connecting, just, reach out. Call the parents. Call them and talk to them. Most of the time, kids and parents will try to give you something, so something you can go off of. And on top of that, give everybody grace. Give yourself grace, give the babies grace, because we're all in this together and we're all doing something new and something different in a different way. So just give grace and have all that. And that's all I have for y'all. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you tap that notification bell so you can be notified every time your girl upload. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.